What's going on, my people? How are my people doing today? What is new in these streets? What is new in these streets, my people? A fight breaks in the crowd? Really? Already? I'm surprised that like at this fight, a fight broke out. I mean, what's the hype? Marcus? I mean, that's a stranger in these parts, man. That's a stranger in these parts, man. Marcus ain't the man that he used to be, man. I'll tell you that much. You know, Marcus, he used to be a great man, but now he's nowhere to be seen anymore. You know, he only shows up when the sun is out and shining and it's a good day. But when it's tough and when it's gritty, Marcus is nowhere to be seen. So that's it. Allah, brother, yeah, you know this yourself, buddy. You know this yourself. All right, let's try and look for the fight that broke out supposedly. Was it a video or something that I can get linked? Oi. Right on the money. I don't know where to find it. Anyone, if you can link me that that fight that broke out, that would be tremendous, my man. Tremendous. What's up, my man Pavan? Is the man Vanetta fighting today? The only thing I've seen from that guy is like him going in there and dropping Tony once or twice. I don't know how many times it was, but that's like the only thing I remember from him. All right, let's see who is fighting right now on the prelims. Aladdin, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for sharing the stream on Facebook, my man. Banana versus Grundy, round 2. Yeah, they're boxing quite a bit, but they're missing. So I would assume if one of them like immediately switches to kicking, they can get some good offense going right away. Let's pop out the chat, man. I still haven't bought like an HDMI for my second monitor. It's just been too lazy, man. All right, let's put it right in the middle. There we go. All right, guys, if you're watching this on Facebook, be sure to drop a like and share it around. If you're watching this on the good old twitch.tv/QDKTV, you're a good man as well. Is it going to give me an alert for this as well? I mean, technically it should, right? All right, let's see how the fight is doing right now. Closing moments of round number 2. Not much action, pretty much air fighting. So anyways, guys, man, how was everybody doing today? What's new in these streets? All right, that was a good right hand from the other guy. Yeah, they seem to be pretty volume oriented, you know what I mean? More volume than anything else, to be honest. But, you know, it's just like, you know, they throw a lot and then they were, like I said, maybe like a few leg kicks, body kicks. That will probably open up like bigger, heavier hand strikes. So we'll see. But the way it's going right now, I don't think it's going to change much going into the third round. Because it's usually hard for these guys to like switch things up and like fight different. Who will be the new lightweight champion, Keenan? Harry, I don't know, man. Who do you think? I really have no opinion on that right now. Like, I'm probably not even gonna make like a prediction on that, to be honest. Cause like, I didn't even make like I didn't do like the proper study for it. I didn't really look at their like past 5 fights and see how, you know, obviously I've seen like Oliveira fight against Kevin, and then who did he fight after Kevin? Did he fight Tony Ferguson right away after beating Kevin? So anyway, you know, it comes down to the point where it's just like I'm not comfortable enough saying like, oh, this guy's gonna win 100% because I haven't done the work. But it's an interesting fight, you know. Both fighters, by nature, they're grapplers, but they're different types of wrestlers, grapplers. You know, we have Chandler, who is a dominant position fighter in his wrestling, and then we have Oliveira, who is like very lanky, relatively skinny for the division, but you know, because he's tall. He's got long arms, long legs, submission attempts all over the place. So we'll see. But you know, like, you know, it's just so hard for like at this level to like submit somebody, man. You know, the last submission victory I can recall happening of any relevance is like Tyron Woodley versus Darren Till, Anthony Pettis versus Benson Henderson. And I'm not gonna count the Habib wins because, you know, he just smashes these people. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so those are the ones that I could recall right away. So yeah, it's very hard for me to see Oliveira submitting him. I don't doubt it, but I feel it's just very unlikely. The fight's not making past the second round. Wow. You think? I mean, Chandler like knocking out Hooker in the first round is like out of the norm even for him. You know what I mean? Usually he doesn't really get these quick knockouts. Chad's got a huge neck. He's got that wrestling like, oh, I thought he ducked into the kick, but he didn't. Only casuals think he's bro. It took about 20 minutes before casuals got insulted, man. Casuals won't even be watching this fight, sucker. You know what I mean? The casuals are nowhere to be seen for this event. This is for the hardcores, truly. For the elites. These poor casuals, man. My man King Smart woke up and chose violence, man. This guy. Yeah. Anyway, do we have some good finishes on the prelims? Because I don't really watch prelims anymore, man. I just check the recaps. If there's anything worthwhile seeing, I just check. You know, I just catch the highlight. Because I mean, who in their right minds is gonna sit through 10 fights of people who in 2-3 years are not going to be at the top of the division just to watch them have a decision fight? You know what I mean? You're better off doing chores or something. You know what I mean? And have it play in the back. And then if you hear like Joe Rogan say, "Oh," you can turn around and then check the highlight. But you know, sitting there and concentrating all night long, it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of a waste. Kind of get burnt out before the meeting even starts. I feel like Vanada, right? If you threw like some teep kicks to the body, he would have butchered him. Oh, he's doing it, but like step into it a little bit more. I didn't do chores. My man, good man, good man, good man. I'm playing Road Company while having playing on my, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? But like sometimes you have these people. You know, I'm not gonna name names, but King Smart, King Smart. You know, you have certain individuals that, you know, concentrate. You know what I mean? For like 8 hours straight. You know, I mean 4 or 5 hours straight from beginning to end. You know what I mean? They're just like, oh my god. And then like if he sees any casual around, he's like, oh my god, you fucking casual. You know what I mean? He's gonna flame him right away. You know, he's got a chip on his shoulder, man. He's got to prove it. any Chandler sheep here? Pitbull Chandler, but Pitbull and Chandler. I mean, Pitbull is completely different from Oliveira, bro. Like Pitbull is this way smaller fighter. He's way lighter, way quicker. He's got more explosive hands as well. So it's a different fight. But yeah, I mean, he got clipped beautifully and he got finished pretty early. But it can happen sometimes, you know. I don't think that's a good indicator of how Oliveira is going to perform. I know for a fact, Oliveira is not going to be slipping the right hands and countering it, you know what I mean, with his own right and dropping Chandler. I mean, I'm pretty confident. I'm confident in that and Oliveira not getting a submission. But hey, it is the fight game, so. Imagine in 10 years' time, Usman and Colby do a podcast together like Sullivan and Silva did the other day. I think they're probably going to call it the American Nigerian Nightmare podcast. People get slaughtered by karate stands. Hungry, 60 G's, baby. My man Steelix. Good man, good man, good man. Pitbull get slaughtered? Pitbull? I mean, Pitbull is the one who fought in the karate stance. I think you meant to say Charles. I mean, Chandler. Dana, 74 G's, baby. Hey, a hug from Brazil. Obrigado, obrigado. Boa. Muito bem pro Brasil. Eso. I think Benil's power. Oh yeah, Benil versus Tony, man. I forgot about that fight real quickly, man. Damn, that Avant, like Vanana's opponent, man, he's got a good physique, man. I don't know how tall he is, but he lost. I don't know how tall he is, but maybe if he can juice himself up, he can be like a classic physique bodybuilder, maybe. But you know, even in that sport, there's not much money to make, so. Tony versus Benil is going to be a war, man. Neither of those two guys are going to be like... I mean, Benil has more knockout power than Tony, but... I mean, actually, like, don't discount it out. I mean, like don't count out Benil being able to knock out Tony Ferguson, man. Tony's like, what, 37 right now? 2 losses, got beat down by Gaethje, all those bombs. He's getting older, wear and tear. So maybe right now, like, we shouldn't be surprised if Tony Ferguson can get knocked out. But Beneil Dariush is not the guy to do it, man. I don't see it in him. I man Pitbull. These guys are talking about best 145 in history just because he got lucky and changed his bum life. Changed his bum brother's life. I mean, he's definitely the best at Bellator, man. But I don't know how good he is at... I don't know how well he would do against Aldo, Connor, and Holloway. Eso. Muy bien. Shame the Habib fight never happened. I mean, honestly, for me, right? When I looked at that fight, the only reason why I was excited is because like the factors going into it, right? You know, cancel 5-6 times, cool. But it was just that winning streak versus the other guy's winning streak. It wasn't so much so for how the fight was going to play out. It was just to see who was going to come out on top, which was most likely going to be Habib. But the hype wasn't really so much so for like how the fight was going to be, rather than like who was going to be the winner, right? So going into the fight, if it were to happen, Habib would have won simply, easily. I think, I mean, Kevin Lee was taking him down. Oliveira was throwing him down, keeping him down. Habib was tapping him out. Simple as that. If he wasn't tapping out, he's choking him out. It just wasn't meant to be. I mean, yeah, I mean, better things were in store for him, I guess. You know what I mean? The Gaethje fight, Dustin. Habib would have smashed him. Better, you know this better. You know this. You know this I deserve. I really felt Tony would have caused Habib the most trouble. Yeah, I mean, but then the fight could have been something really different, you know what I mean? So we'll see. It is what it is. It went the way it went, and that's it. $30.27. I wasn't listening to the audio. I'm probably not gonna turn on the audio for the main event as well. I'll turn it on for Antonio because I know they're gonna go crazy, but sometimes like it gets hectic, man. You know, like you have Joe Rogan screaming in your ear, Daniel Cormier like about to do a backflip that he's not gonna land. So it can be hectic sometimes, man. Tony needs Joshua Fabius force field training, dude. That's his name, Fabio. Joshua Fabio. Nah. Like from the outside looking in, right? It's so crazy because it is. But like, what is it from the inside? Like, what could be any justification? Like, I haven't looked up any like interviews about him with Diego and all that because I mean I don't really care. But what is like Diego's like reasoning for like him training with Fabio? How long until the main event? Like 3 hours. 2.5. Let's say 2.5. 2.5. Hey Keenan, given Connor's fight in 8 weeks away, do you feel he should come to Vegas and train in LA with him or stay in Dubai? I don't know what the laws and the regulations are in LA, but I know for a fact Connor won't be treated as good as he has been in Dubai. So it's pretty clear to me why he wants to stay in Dubai because these guys are facilitating everything for him. I mean, I think they even have like a UFC Apex over there. So, I mean, UFC PI. So, Connor's good over there, man. He's being taken care of pretty well. So, I mean, Dubai is pretty hot as well, and I think they're about the same sea level as Las Vegas, like altitude. So, it should be okay. I mean, it wouldn't really make a difference in my opinion. You would KO Fabio. I remain humble, but I wouldn't doubt my abilities. You have a Beatles vibe today. Beatles, like the 1960s, 70s like group, the band. like Paul Ringo, John, and Keenan. Well, I don't even know those names, so but I'm assuming those are from the Beatles. Dubai reaches 99 degrees, and how hot is it in Vegas right now? Who's fighting right now? We have DC and John Anik and Joe Rogan in attendance. DC's got that mini fan, but he's drinking that white Monster Zero Sugar energy drink, which is tremendous. It's a great drink, right? That one. It's a great drink. I mean, Oliveira ragdoll Tony, and I can only imagine what he would have done to him. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So, but yeah, man, like coming back to the Fabia and Diego thing, man. Like, what's Diego saying about all this? Like, is he actually saying that he's like benefiting from that training? Your pick for McGregor versus Poirier. I'm torn right now, bro. Like, honestly, like I'm gonna say Poirier because like I think Poirier is gonna be able to mix it up a little bit more with his wrestling. He's gonna stay on the outside. He's not gonna bait. He's not gonna take the bait from Conor. But Conor's gonna like kick the legs, teep kick him. I hope. You know what I mean? The guy is like, if he doesn't, man, he's gonna get whooped up. Simple. If he doesn't do that, then he's gonna get beaten. But also, like, Conor's gonna be like very like weary of the leg kicks coming in, so he's gonna have less aggression. He's gonna take a step back. He's gonna have it fight. You know, he's gonna fight at a slower pace. And he said that he was gonna finish him in the 4th round, opposed to his 60 seconds prediction in the first fight. So I'm already assuming a way slower fight, which could mean a lot more breathing room for Poirier, which can benefit him. He can set up Conor McGregor and take him down and keep him down probably this time around. So I'm more confident in Poirier winning than I am in Conor winning. And if he loses, is his career over? I mean, like, he's not going to retire, in my opinion, right away, but he's not going to be the man that he used to be. He's not going to be the high, like, top of the division competitor that he used to be. And in that sense, his, like, elite level career might be over. But he'll still keep on fighting, but we'll see. He's choosing Fabio over family right now. What a crazy world that we live in, man. What a crazy world that we live in, man. Sometimes, like, you just get like perplexed. Now you take a step back and you're like, wait, hold on. This is actually happening? It's crazy. It's sad seeing where Conor is. I mean, it's nothing to be ashamed of at the end of the day. You know, he lost to the #1 contender. Poirier's, Poirier is currently at the top of the division. He has been for a while now. So losing to that guy is no shame. And he even did good enough. He didn't get washed or anything. But if he can beat him, then he's a top guy. So what does that say about him? So it's a good fight. It's a good fight that he needed. He looked good in the fight. He was in great conditioning. He was in great condition. He had good conditioning. He had good endurance. He went in there, was a little bit unaware of the leg kicks and the movement of Poirier. He was rushing his shots too much, like he did against Khabib. He should have taken a step back, used a little bit more longer range shots. Instead, he tried to fight in a pocket, which, Conor's arms are, the way he strikes is like very straight punch oriented. So being in the pocket, he's not going to be like uppercutting. Like he's not going to Canelo Alvarez Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier is going to Canelo Alvarez Conor. He made that mistake. He was in the pocket. He got check hooked, all that good stuff. And before you knew it, he was getting tired a little bit. His legs were dragging him down. He got hit with a good hook, another one. Got dropped. Got finished. So these are things that he can avoid. But saying that, what are the things that he can do to hurt and stop and finish Poirier, So that is what I'm looking forward to. Not so much so like, oh, how can he take away the success of Poirier, but how can he have his own success? That's what it's like ultimately coming down to, Hello from Germany. Shout out Germany, man. Where are you from in Germany, my man? Did you watch the Canelo fight, Keenan? What were your thoughts on it? I mean, Canelo right now is just so supreme, so smooth, it's like a privilege watching him fight, His shot selections are tremendous. Against Caleb Plant, Caleb is a good, he's a tall fighter for the division. He's got good movement, good sling boxing skill. But he doesn't have that, like, respect that he can demand in the ring, Those, like, thudding body shots and right straights that it can really, like, stop somebody in his tracks. Canelo has that, so I think it's a matter of time before he's going to connect with a good right hand, a good body shot that'll discourage Caleb Plant, and probably he's going to get, like, a decision victory. I think he's going to win a decision. I don't think he's going to knock out Caleb Plant. I don't think so. Maybe a body shot. But we'll see. But so far, Canelo has stopped his last two opponents in the corner, which is pretty impressive. Maybe, the third time, it can be like, it can start becoming like a streak, quitting on a stool. Shane Burgos is the best thing on his card. Let's see about Shane Burgos. I've seen his name circulate here and there. He's fighting an old over-the-hill fighter, which, if you're a good competitor, if you're a good young contender, you should take care of the old dog, put him away, put him out of his misery, and use his name as a stepping stone to build up your own name. If he can't beat Jacare Souza, if he can't knock him out, then I'm sorry, he doesn't have a future in the division. Oh wait, this is Andre Munoz. Oh shit, I wasn't watching it. Oh yeah, sure. Who's Shane fighting? I'm sorry, I was talking about Andre Muniz. Who's Shane fighting? Aqua, my man. Everybody wants Conor to win the trilogy. Yeah. For like old time's sake, Dustin had his win. Haha, celebration. Good job winning Dustin, but let's have the big show again. Shane Burgos versus Barboza. Yeah, Barboza, like the same rule applies to him as well. Same rule. If you're the up and coming guy, you gotta finish these old guys, man. Like it's like just like the way it is in boxing, Or like Rocky Marciano knocking out Joe Louis, Larry Holmes knocking out on Muhammad Ali, Tyson knocking out Larry Holmes. It's like the passing of the torch moment. And if you want to become the next big thing in that division, you gotta lay these guys out. You have to. It's you can show your respect here and there, but it's just like at the end of the day, when your highlights are getting rolled, you gotta make sure that you have a great highlight over those fighters. Otherwise, it's flat. Otherwise, you're just like another fighter in the division where who just scores a decision victory here and there, and who's gonna have like a 6, 7, 8 year run at the mid card. It's not worth it. I mean, I'm pretty sure like Burgos himself wants to like knock him out clean, but I'm saying like if he can't do that, or if Muniz can't do that tonight, then how good are they really? You know what I mean? So it's harsh to say about something like that about the old fighters, but it's just the way it is, man. Like Jared Cannonier went in there and like wrecked Anderson really quickly, and that's just the way it goes. Christian, how are you? Quick MMA, my man. How are you? Dustin's gonna beat Conor even worse, just like TJ did to Cody in a rematch. I think Conor needs a reality check. I mean, he got his reality check already. You know what I mean? He doesn't need two. I mean, the thing about TJ and Cody is like TJ was the more versatile fighter out of the two. TJ was the better fighter.
I mean, Conor. I feel like Conor is like more versatile in his striking, so he has to be more versatile. If he limits himself to be just like the striker, like this boxer striker, then he's not gonna be he's not gonna be as effective as he can be, and that's just unfortunate. That's kind of like shooting yourself in the foot. You shouldn't do that. But we'll see. Salza takes down Muniz so far. Looking at the two bodies, it looks like Salza is a stronger, bigger fighter. Oh yeah, also like Kevin Holland when he knocked out Salza, you gotta beat these fighters just to like make a statement. You know what I mean? You just have to. Some good ground and pound right now from Salza, is controlling Muniz. Good work by Salza. Like I don't want these old guys to get knocked out all over the place. Like I don't wish that, but there are things that you have to do as the up and coming fighter, and there are things that you have to do as the old fighter. You have to maintain your spot as the established fighter, and as a newcomer, you have to take that spot. So natural developing things. I can only imagine how sick it would be if Conor winning. It would be Conor winning, but how would he do against Chandler Oliveira? I think he would have a much easier time against Oliveira than he would have against Chandler. I think Oliveira is like a slow enough fighter that he can control from the range that he desires at. But Michael Chandler, he's kind of like a stocker, shorter fighter who can like slip under his shots, shoot him for a takedown, take him down. Kind of like Chad Mendes and how he did it. But Chad Mendes is quicker than Mendes. I mean, Chad Mendes is quicker than Michael Chandler. So Mendes had that advantage, but Chandler is a lot more powerful than Mendes. So Conor won't be eating his shots like he did. So it's a good reference fight. But I think Conor would have an easier time against Oliveira than Chandler, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Type 1 for Conor beating Chandler. Type 2 for Chandler beating Conor. You can't compare Cody to Conor. Conor learns, Cody doesn't. I mean, it's not so much so about learning from, yeah, sure, Cody was too eager, he shouldn't have done that, but he didn't even like possess the skills to kind of fight in a different manner anyway, so he had no option to fight the way he did. You guys think Conor's gonna knock? You guys think Conor beats Chandler? I think Chandler could beat Conor. But then again, Chandler has been gotten like he has been in a lot of fights, a lot of wars. He got knocked out against Pitbull. I wouldn't count out Conor knocking him out. Oh snap! What happened? Muniz with the surprise submission win. What happened? Did he break his arm or something? Oh, he submitted him. Andre Muniz submitted Jacare Souza. Hold on. Oh, he broke his arm. His forearm? Is it his forearm that he broke? Come on, guys, roll the replay. Yeah, it sucks to see these like old guys get like lose, but like lose with an injury. Oh, that was a beautiful submission. Wow. Like the Frank Mir submission, like the mirror lock that he got in like full guard, where he twisted the elbow inward and then it's like popped the guy's forearm. He like Muniz kind of did that, but like from the back, like when he secured the back, and then he kind of rolled over to his side, but he had control of the arm, and then he just popped it on the side, boom, pulled it in. Good on Muniz, man. Good on Muniz. Conor versus Chandler would be an explosive fight. Yeah, that's one thing that's crazy. You know what I mean? Who's gonna like? Yeah, like Conor, he's explosive, but he's not. But he's not a wrestler. Right hand, straight overhand, slip down, takedown, shooting, explosive. You know what I mean? He's explosive and like boom, slip, boom, you know, he's like that. But like true explosion, that's Michael Chandler, man. Connor's like more like an interceptor. You know what I mean? Keenan will he do a pre-fight breakdown live with the drunken Irish France in front of T-Mobile Arena UFC 246, 264? Dude, I would love to, but nah, I won't be there. I mean, that would be so hard to even make right before the fight as well. I would have to save it after the fight, you know. It would be like a pre-fight reaction and then like a post-fight reaction that I would have to do. The number one pound for pound motivator on the planet is here. Assalamu alaikum, Keenan. Wa alaikum salam, man. When an elite fighter wins, he is suddenly the next GOAT. When he loses, he's already washed up. Y'all needs to chill. Conor can bounce back. Yeah, time will tell. Old Lion died again. Yeah, it sucks to see these guys like, you know. Like, I don't like to see them lose in an injury, you know. It's just because like then it's gonna take like 6, 7, 8 months to recover, and then another training. So like a whole year goes by, and these guys are not, you know, getting any fights. They're not getting paid, so that's what I don't like to see. It's unfortunate. Time, Adil, time, please, time will tell all, time will reveal all. So. DC didn't want to look. DC, shoot your mouth. Keep that mouth shut, DC. I think if Ferguson and McGregor lose, they're done. Well, Ferguson more so than Conor. You know, Conor's still the biggest star. You can go in there and fight Jake Paul or something. But guys, I'm gonna say something that might upset you guys, but Conor's not knocking out Jake Paul. He's not. He's not. I'm sorry. This isn't a troll. He's not knocking him out. He's not. I'm sorry to break it to you. He's not knocking him out. I'm telling you, he's not. Jake Paul's like almost like 200 pounds. He's like 6'1". He's been boxing. He's got good fundamentals. He's got like the natural advantage in size. He's got good skill. He's not Conor's too limited in boxing. Conor's not even that good of a boxer. He's a good like I don't want to say he's a like kickboxer type fighter. He's just Conor McGregor, and like his style fits MMA. It doesn't fit boxing. He's not a hard hitter. Well, like Conor's not a hard hitter in the sense of like he's a knockout fighter in the sense of like being a Francis Ngannou type striker. He's more so precision. He's more so timing. He's more so setting up. He's more so about having the right execution. Like he doesn't have that one shot that can touch you and just crumble you. You know what I mean? So take that, put it in the boxing realm. It's not gonna happen. We already saw it against Floyd. You know, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, but it's just so crazy to say it. It's just, like, who would have thought 3 years ago, man? Stupid Jake Paul, man. He's making like Team 10 vlogs. It's every day, bro. And then like 5 years later, he's knocking out Conor, bro. Come on, man. You know how crazy life can be sometimes. Bro, even if you want to retire, it won't be the same. Yeah, exactly. You can't be in prime twice. Yeah, exactly. That's what I pointed out with Conor as well. Like, he may not retire immediately, but his time at the top is over. You should watch Logan Paul's new YouTube video. He looks sharp. But yeah, Logan, like, bro, his skill is that of a lazy boxer. He's got the natural size and all that, but taking away that, like, his skill, it's so, like, limited. It's so, like, against KSI, he could have easily beaten him. Somebody talking about Mahmoud. I agree, Mahmoud. Yeah, but stop. Like, this is UFC stream, bro. Like, this is not about, like, you, like, I know, bro. I'm as aware as you are, Mahmoud, but you got to take a time out. As I was saying, against KSI, like, he had the way better skill. He had the size advantage. He had everything going into the fight. But, like, he decides to stick to a jab, and he doesn't even throw a power punch. Like, he had the natural size. He had the natural strength. He could have easily rocked him with the right hand. Like, and the few times that he did connect with the right hand, he, like, stopped him right away. So, and then, like, he had, like, a beautiful uppercut that he landed and dropped him. But then he goes back to, like, being lazy with the jab and just, popping the jab and acting like he's, like, scoring points and being slick or something. You know what I mean? The problem with a lot of these, like, boxers today, they all think they're, like, some slick boxing defensive wizard like Floyd. You're not, bro. You're not. Fighting is simple. You go in there, put fists on face, and you put suckers out. That's what it comes down to. You know what I mean? People sometimes get caught up in this, like, oh, technique this, roll this way, that way, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, a big power puncher comes in, smacks you upside the head, and then you're out cold. And where's your skill then? You know what I mean? So, Logan has to have that, like, ruthless fire in him to put somebody out cold, to hurt him. If you don't have that, I'm sorry about it. You're just going to be like a boring decision fighter. That's what it is. Jake Paul, he has that chip on his shoulder where he doesn't care. He can go in there and just boom, smack you upside the head and drop you. And he will put you out cold. He doesn't care. That's the difference between Jake and Logan. Like, from day one, I've also said it, like, from the very first MMA YouTube stuff, when I looked at Deji, when I looked at Jake, that was skill-wise a way better fight than Logan versus KSI already. So I was like, okay, out of the two brothers, like the two pairs of brothers, the younger brothers are the better boxers, but out of all four, Jake Paul is the best. And luckily, Jake Paul was the one who took it serious, and he went ahead and got better, way better. So pairing that up with that, ruthless nature, he's kind of like a good, strong build fighter as well. He's got power, so he can go a long way at knocking out these stupid celebrities, man. Oh man, Keenan, I'm disappointed in you saying that I offered this fool on Instagram as a threat to me. Please stop. I mean, he is nowhere to be seen right now. You know what I mean? Keenan, where are you from? I'm from Turkey, my man. He's from Ireland. Of course, man. Of course. Come on, serious. What is that flag? Where is that? Where is that great tricolour? Where is that colour, mate? Let me drape down. Let me drape down in the Irish flag. Where is that flag? There he is. There he is. Oh man. There we are, eh?
Watch your mouth. We got some abusive moderators in chat, man. Keen, do you admire Devin Haney's box skill? He can be a great boxer. He's already a great boxer. He's the best at what he does. Can he beat Teofimo Lopez? That's going to be a good fight, but I don't think they're going to fight for the next 4 years. Their paths are so different right now. Like Teofimo, he's got like 3-4 belts that he can like that he needs to defend and all that. He's a big star. He's already accomplished that top dog status. Now it's on Devin Haney to do the same. But it won't be at the expense of Teofimo. Not now. They will have to rise side by side up until a point where the fight is as big as it can be. Same applies to Ryan Garcia. I mean, Ryan's not gonna fight Devin Tank for at least another good 2 years, at least. It's just those things that have to develop naturally. Logan's gonna bring his towel in the ring just in case, brother. He's gonna throw the towel in himself. We're gonna stay on the back foot and jab Floyd. Yeah, he should. That's the only way that he has. But because it's an exhibition, both of them are gonna get their hands raised. I mean, technically, a boxing exhibition is always a draw because it's an exhibition. Nobody wins. That's why the Tyson versus Roy Jones fight was a draw. They just pretended like there was actually like judging going on, but they were gonna score the fight 5-5 anyway. Like it was already predestined, but they just acted like they were judges. Like there was gonna be a judge's decision because going into the fight, everybody was making a ruckus about like, oh my god, I'm not gonna pay $60 for a draw, blah blah blah. But they did anyway, so the joke was on them. You will fit perfectly with the Irish fans. For the Irish fans. For me people back home. For me people. Connor, is that you? I think that's me, brother, eh? Good man, good man. Good man. I think Dariush will win the fight. He's more dynamic and he's got good power and skill. I don't know about dynamic, but he's got good power. Did you see BJS versus Canelo? Yeah, that was a good fight. Good fight, man. Good job on Canelo for really putting in that work. The action continues after the short break. UFC 262 prelims. Countdown. Keenan, the beard is looking clean, mate. Keep it growing. Thank you, sir. Thank you greatly. I appreciate that, Harry. Good man, good man, good man, good man. Oh yeah, let me pin my Instagram for you guys. Barboza up next, guys. I don't know who Burgos is, but if he's under the age of 30 years old, he's pretty much likely going to win just by natural selection. And if he doesn't, then he was never meant to be a good fighter. It's what it is, man. I'm sorry. I'm stomping around in the comment section. This is my comment section. Oh yeah, I'm the comments. The fuck, man. Are we back, guys? It's fucking YouTube, bro. I can guarantee that I'm not disconnected on Facebook or Twitch. I can guarantee it's only YouTube. I can guarantee it. Are we back, guys? Type 1 if you can hear me. I'm sorry, guys. YouTube has always been a pain in the ass for streaming. I'm sorry.
Like, I don't like to stream on YouTube, bro. Like, honestly, I don't like YouTube. It's just something weird about YouTube. It's just so weird. Like, anyway, before I go off on a rant on YouTube, let's continue on. Tough pill to swallow. Jake Paul beats Woodley and Nate Diaz in boxing. I don't know about Nate Woodley because he can have that big, that big one right hand that can drop him. But Nate Diaz, he should be able to take care of Nate Diaz. He should be able to do that. So crazy, man. Like, what are we even saying? Like, do we understand like how ridiculous this would have sounded like 3-4 years ago? It's crazy. Plant versus Canelo Keenan. King Shelly, what's up, my man? Nah, Alexis said he loses to both. I don't know, man. SP, you said the same thing to Ben Askren, so. Playing Canelo Keenan. I got a Canelo by decision or TKO to the body. I don't think. I mean, Plant is a good fighter. First 2-3 rounds. I think Plant is gonna give Canelo a tougher fight than Billy. 100%. I can guarantee you this. What are your predictions for tonight, boss? Cohen main event. You guys are gonna make me pick. Honestly, like Tony Ferguson beats Dariush. I don't know about Chandler versus Oliveira. I can't really say anything about it. We'll see. You know, like something in me says it's just too good to be true for Michael Chandler to win the belt in his second fight. But then again, he's not fighting he's not fighting number one. He's not fighting the number 1 and 2 fighter in the division. So if there's ever been a more generous time for him to do something like this, it is right now. So we'll see. But Tony Ferguson is going to beat Dariush by decision, in my opinion. On God, I said Jake Paul beats Askren. Nah, bro. You bugging, bro. You bugging. You been bugging. I don't know if I feel Billy Southpaw awkward style will be more changing. But the reality of the matter is this. Billy Joe wasn't really like, Billy Joe in no way, shape, or form was Billy Joe like the better fighter in that ring. He may have won a few rounds here and there, but as soon as both of them threw, you knew who was going to be the better fighter. You knew who was going to be hitting the hardest. You knew who was going to be hitting the more efficient. Yeah, sure, Billy Joe may have won rounds here and there, but needless to say, there are 12 rounds in that championship fight. So for Canelo to try and win all 12 is pretty unlikely. So at some point, he may have taken his foot off the gas pedal to kind of read Billy Joe and how he likes to come in on him and how he likes to gain confidence. For him to set up and slip and bring in the uppercut. Because if Canelo was always on the front foot, he wouldn't have had that counter punch opportunity because he wouldn't have really read him like that. But he did, and then that's how we got the knockout. But anyway, Caleb Plant. I think Caleb has way better footwork than Billy Joe. Billy Joe is a southpaw, so he kind of had that going, but it didn't really matter much because the front body shot was open, the uppercuts were open, the jabs, the right straights were open. So pretty much Canelo didn't have any trouble, Caleb has a good jab. He has good movement. He has, in my opinion, better power. And he doesn't slap his punches. Every time Billy Joe threw his shots, he was always leading in. You know what I mean? He was always like ducking in, low, lead in, hug, and then break it up. Lead in, you know what I mean? So he never really stood a chance at outboxing. He never had the tools necessary. So, and also Billy Joe was a fighter who went up in weight from 160. So 160 was really his ideal weight. 168, he became WBO champion, but WBO champion, throw that ball at it, who cares? So what I'm trying to say is Caleb Plant is a good size middleweight, super middleweight. Yeah, I think he's gonna bring in a lot more trouble than Billy Joe did, 100%. The champ, Angel, my man. Canel's bodywork problems for everybody, my man, for everybody. If you want our subscription, come and get it, mate. Look, this monster energy on this table. I'm gonna snatch that belt off that table, and there is nothing that you're gonna do about it, yeah, Marky? So you keep your mouth shut. You keep your mouth shut. Hit the like button and carry on like a good boy. So that's it. Well, I think the main okay, so the main card is starting. Okay, cool. I was like, bro, did the prelim end? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Come and get that subscription. You keep your mouth shut, yeah, Marky? Phil. You got no idea who you're messing with here. Hey, Keenan, remember that fool from the other day on IG telling you you're wrong for a prediction? I told that fool straight. I told that fool straight. Ask your girl about the fight. What was it, a live stream or like in the comments? Cause I'm not afraid anymore. IG comments. On what picture, man? On what post? Falling in a love gonna win. Oh, falling in and out of love is gonna win against Jake Paul, bro. He's not even gonna fight Jake Paul. He wishes he could fight Jake Paul. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Truly. So crazy, man. Like all these professional fighters who think they're so prestigious, they're all in line to fight Jake Paul. How embarrassing is that? Like, if I happen to be a professional fighter who was in the UFC, former UFC champion, I wouldn't even give him any attention. Like, honestly, like no attention at all, bro. Like, why? Like, it's so clear what he's trying to do, and all these idiots who have never had like this like big relevance, like real relevancy, or at least relevant. And right now, they're all begging for that like attention. It's just like so pathetic, bro. Like, there's literally nothing for you to gain. Like, you go in there and beat Jake Paul. Like, what's the accomplishment, you know? And on the other hand, if you lose, you're just an embarrassment. So you know, you don't really win anything, you know, aside from money, which is the only reason these guys are even fighting, which is not really a big surprise that they would take this fight. But I'm saying, not in the context of, you know, fighting for the quality of it. I'm saying, like, the people who act like they're so much better than Jake Paul, who then act as if they wouldn't take the fight, which in return means that they're not better than him. They're just another broke bum trying to sell some shit. That's what it comes down to. Too many posts for an OG like me to remember Keenan, but remember the day it was a. But I remember the day it was a great one. Getting that melty food that should have UK style. Oh, okay. You're talking about that supposed rival of yours, eh? He's nowhere to be seen today, so. Got Edson by TKO. Well, let's see it, my man Marcus. Let's see it. Burgos. What's up? I think something happened with Burgos, like it was cutting weight or something. Like, what happened? Oh my god, that Beneil Dariush knockout is just so horrific, man. God damn. Wait, is this at 145? No, it's not. Oh, you Irish? Come on, man. Of course, serious. We got the flag and everything over here. You know what I mean? Where's this fight taking place at? 155? Because we fought Americani. I thought Americani was 155. I mean 145. Where are the rest of the mods? These Tuka, Young Benjamin, all of them lost. You know, it's a. Look, my man. I've said it once and I'll say it again. You know, it's easy to show up. It's easy to show up when the sun is shining at you, yeah? But to stick through these stinky, pay-per-views like this one, that's when the real character comes in. That's when the real character shows. So, that's it. I mean, I'm surprised how good, like, Barboza looks at 145. Like, on Fight Night, he looks pretty good, you know? All right, let's see it, man. Shane Burgos. Will we finally have a semi-good division in that dry featherweight division? Dude, if there's one division that's like horrible, it's the fat. Get that Fukio here, lingo, yeah. If there's like one division that's like a shame, I don't know, Adin. I don't know. I've never seen Burgos fight. But today is a day to see if he's any good. But yeah, so like the featherweight division and bantamweight division, like those two divisions right now, they're like very, 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 like in need of good new contenders, bro. Honestly, Ali, my man, thank you for following me. I appreciate it. I don't know if that's a follow on Twitch or Facebook. I appreciate it, my man. So yeah, like think about it, man. Like look at it this way, okay? We have the UFC featherweight division that was ruled and dominated by Jose Aldo. Then Conor goes in there and sleeps him in like 30 seconds. Then he becomes the new GOAT. And then he leaves the division. He leaves it all in ruins. Leaves it all in ruins. and then you have Jose Aldo becoming interim champion. And then Max Holloway becomes interim champion. And then the interim champion fights the interim champion to become the real interim champion, who then got promoted for the vacant. No, who then got promoted for the undisputed title. Then we go ahead and have Max Holloway dominate Jose Aldo, who dominated the entire division, right? Then he goes in there and beats up the entire division, who hasn't lost to Max Holloway yet. So he clears out the top 5 already. And then top 5 is dead. It's clear. You know what I mean? It's nothing is there anymore. and then he goes in there and beats up like Brian Ortega. Like Brian Ortega was clearly 2 levels below Max Holloway, clearly. But then, from out of nowhere, seemingly, Volkanovski goes in there and beats Max Holloway twice. You know, he had some good game plan. He stuck to it. Outpointed him. Respect. But then the real question becomes this: okay, you beat Max Holloway twice, arguably the best champion in the last. I mean, you only had okay, whatever. You beat the champion, right? Who cleared out the division. He's pretty much done all the hard work for you. So now you got to beat up these guys who are like relatively new coming in, who are like not as seasoned and as good as the guys that Jose Aldo beat or Max Holloway beat. So who are you left with? You're left with guys who just need one win against a 35-year-old guy who hasn't been fighting the division in the Korean Zombie. You beat that guy and you get a title shot. I mean, that speaks volumes of the division that you're in, all right? Brian Ortega, he hasn't fought in like the last 3 years, aside from the fight with Korean Zombie. And he gets the title shot? What does it say about the division? So Shane Burgos right now, he has the opportunity to be the next guy that Volkanovski can fight. If he beats Barboza, and then who else can he fight? He should avoid Max Holloway because Max is going to probably beat him up. Maybe fight Calvin Kattar. If he can knock out Barboza tonight, and then if he can knock out Calvin Kattar, and then if he can avoid Zabit and Yair, and also Max Holloway, and stay active for maybe 2 more fights, then you can get a title shot. But only if he does what I just said. Only then. So let's see it. Thoughts on Hamza beefing with Khabib? It's ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Ridiculous. Since Conor left the featherweight division, it has been underwhelming. I mean, it really became underwhelming when Max Holloway started his like dominance. But, because right now the middleweight division is underwhelming. The light heavyweight division, in our reality is underwhelming because we know that even though like Blachowicz is a champion, we all know he's just like a temporary placeholder for John Jones. That's the reality of it. He's no different than what Daniel Cormier was when he got the title. That's just the sad reality of it. He beat Israel Adesanya, good on him, but that's like Dustin Poirier beating Max Holloway. Wait, did the referee cut his mustache? No. Keenan tell Canelo, I'm coming for him. I have all the juice. He wants it. It won't help. Okay, you can have all the juice he wants. It won't help him in there. Hands like lightning, power like the Power Rangers. You don't know what he signed up for, bro. He's Burgos. This is a good firefight. Let's go, baby. Good opener, right? This is what we need, man. We need 2 fighters coming in to scrap, man. This is what Dana White likes. 2 guys coming forward and fighting, Barboza slicing through the air with those leg kicks. Oh, Burgos, good left hook, right hand. Okay, so Burgos is definitely worthy of the number 8 rank that he has in the division. He definitely has the expected skill that one would, associate with his rank. He's got a good skill set, presumably. He's looking good. Relatively tall for the division as well. I think he's like, 5'11", so he's pretty good. He's pretty good in that regard as well, so. Alright, all he needs to do is knock him out tonight. And then we can call him a good contender. Coming forward with those leg kicks, I would have hoped maybe he can like have a lead side kick to the body or a lead like side kick to the leg. Because on the inside his leg kicks are doing. I mean, his boxing is doing good work, but as he's walking in, he's taking unnecessary leg kicks. Let's see it. Let's see what else he has in store for us. Who is the fighter who is going to be the scariest for you? I mean, who is the guy who you don't want to fight in the cage? Francis Ngannou, bro. Francis, like, you know, you may be better than Francis in terms of skill, but it's just that one shot that is just gonna make you like freeze up, you know, because you're just gonna be so like aware and tentative. It's gonna make you feel insecure, you know. Thoughts on Ferguson? It's his only shot at remaining relevant, you know. His opponent Benil Dariush is the only like old guy that he can beat right now in a division, you know. If you can't beat Benil, then I'm sorry, but it's past Tony time, man. Tony time is over and done with. Tony time has passed. You saw the brawl, right, Keenan, Jake and Floyd. It was hilarious. I don't know who he thinks he's playing with. Floyd acting like me when the supply teacher used to move me in front of the class. Man, Jake is a legend, man. I don't know what, like, he's a legend, man. I don't care what anybody says. He's just a he's such a troll, bro. It's crazy. Oh, go right hand, left hook. That really stopped Barboza right in his tracks. Barboza felt those, man. We need more of those. We need more of those, Burgos. More of those. He's got 3 rounds. Whenever Barboza throws a kick, Burgos has landed a good right hand in the meanwhile. I wouldn't be surprised if he laid him out cold with a good right hand. But we'll see if he can find the right opening. Or if he can create the right opening. Oh, good spinning kick by Barboza from out of nowhere. Barboza coming over the hand. Coming with the overhands over the shoulder. Oh, good jab. That stumbled him. Good jab by Barboza. Stumbled Burgos. That's a solid jab. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Burgos needs something from the long range, man. Oh, good right overhand by Barboza. Burgos stumbled again. Good jab right hand. Burgos is in trouble. Burgos is in trouble. Barboza, can he get a highlight reel? Can Barboza get a highlight reel? Can Barboza delay Father Time? Is there still some mileage left for Edson Barboza? Edson is taking his foot off the gas pedal, man. He could have really went in and done something better. I'm not acting. I'm not acting. Suck it out. This is actually what's happening. Barboza won that round. Imagine Connor was Muslim, from Connor to Kareem. No more whiskey. Now pure Zamzam water. Ah, man. For real, man. Crazy Connor, man. Connor's something else, man. He's going to pounder Connor's left hand twice. Connor's left hand twice, man. I don't want to be on my back and have some like fucking grizzly bear smacking me upside down for 3 rounds straight. Or I'd rather just eat like 2 punches and get it over and done with. Boom, that was a beautiful right overhand over the shoulder. It came right on that sweet spot. You know what I mean? This shot right there, that's a, over here, it's, it's a sweet, sweet spot area. You know what I mean? It's nice and soft, and they can, crack you right on that sweet spot and stumble your legs, Ariel. So it's a perfect shot, Ariel. Very, very eloquent. Round number 2 starts. Burgos fired up, coming forward. Ooh, misses with that big right overhand. Barboza ducked right under it. Oh, Barboza slipped the right hand, came in with this elbow counter. But Barboza, it looks like his right eye is swelling up a little bit. Oh, good right hand by Burgos. Go leg kick. This is a good fight, guys. This is a good opener. This is what we need, people. Oh, nice spinning body kick. Are you guys watching this fight as well? Type 1 in chat if you are. Oh, a good body shot, right overhand. Alright, let me read this. I hope somebody doesn't get knocked out while I'm reading this. Keaton, you never met a ma like me. The consistency I have. Where are the rest of them? Nowhere to be seen. No. Hold on. Where are the rest of them? Nowhere. Remember that next time we post on the OG, let these people know that I am the Don. I will let them know about the Don, trust me. El Jefe. Don SB. Trust me. Crazy fighter. This is a good fight, man. Let's hope somebody can get a finish because that will just be the icing on the cake, man. Burgo's right hand has yet to land in this round. He's really lost his consistency with that one, even with his jab. Good teep kick by Burgos. That's what he needs. Same reply by Barboza with his leg kick. I want Charles to win so I can say the man too. And something big is gonna happen. Who do you guys think is gonna win? Type 1 for Burgos, type 2 for Barboza. So this is a terrific fight. Terrific fight. Beautiful. Oh, good right hand by Barboza. Yeah, he's losing his step. He's definitely losing his consistency for sure. This is where that inexperience shows, man. You know, you may be good for one round, but how deep is your arsenal? How deep is your skill set? How deep can you adjust? How much more can you do than what you've already done? How disciplined can you be? How dedicated can you be, you know? These are all things that a more experienced fighter has in their arsenal over the younger fighter. But let's see if Burgos can get a knockout because at this pace, perhaps he's not gonna get a decision victory. I want Charles to win so I can say them. Oh, big spinning kick by Barboza, bro. He's crazy. I want Charles to win so I can say the man to win the belt after Habib was called Charlie Olives. The legendary. Oh, no. The fight's gonna get stopped, man. Barboza caught his shin. It's gonna get stopped. Or it doesn't look like it's not gonna get stopped. Keenan, that beautiful red and pink light represents me perfectly. Misunderstood perfection. It's actually blue and pink. But yeah. I mean, no. It's actually blue and red, but the red is look. Oh. Look, this is the red. And then you attach the blue to it. And then that's what we get. And you have the green and the blue. And you have the white, green, and blue. But no, this is the white, and blue. Who's your favorite active UFC fighter today? Mine is Kamaru Usman. Thunder, you don't have to be a prick about it, man. My favorite fighter right now in the UFC, like the list goes as Connor, Francis, Adesanya. Ooh, beautiful slip uppercut lead. Oof. Just missed it. Maybe connected, but like it just sliced through the air a little bit. Max Holloway too. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I like all fighters who are at the top of their division because their fights carry the most significance. That's what I like. I like fights with significance, you know. But yeah, Connor, bro, you know, his shows are just they carry significance and they also present with a lot of hype. So Connor for sure. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, delayed knockout. A delayed knockout. Barboza, bro. Dude, what a delayed knockout. Dude, what? Dude, he hit him with the right hand. And like you felt the power of the shot like 5 seconds after. Like he hit him with a shot and then he got knocked out 5 seconds after. Boom. Holy shit. Dude, that's crazy. Make the light blue Keenan dark blue. There you go. That was a crazy knockout, dude. Crazy. Well, it seems like Shane Burgos is just a decent fighter after all. He did not possess the tools necessary to become the next big thing in the featherweight division. Shout out to Barboza. He's definitely a tough guy to beat, even at the age that he is. Respect, bro. Respect. That was a great performance by both. Good fight. Yeah, I mean, that was a delayed knockout. Patty the Batty going there. I don't know, man. I have no expectations of Patty. No expectations, you know. That was a crazy fight. For sure, Ariel. Come on, serious. Like, not only did he get dropped, but like he fell down face first and he was out. Crazy. Bro, put on the fight. It's not gonna happen, my man. It's not gonna happen. Let's see what he said.
Barbosa's trying to get that 75 G's, baby. What is that beautiful Irish flag, Ariel? Ariel, come on, man. You know, we are wearing those Troy colors on a daily, Ariel. Come on, man. You know, we are draped in these colors, Ariel, yeah? Always. Performance of the night for Edson. We'll see, man. We'll see. Everybody's talking, you know, this is only the first fight. Do prelim fighters ever get, like, performance of the night? Or is Dana White not in town to watch those yet? I've said it once and I'll say it again. Don't come at Kanan. And if you do, make sure you don't miss. Or your name is SB on Instagram. you know yourself, buddy. Bing. Bing. That was a crazy knockout, dude. You look at that sheet, bro. Exactly. Y'all see ASAP Rocky in Burgo's corner? Oh, I haven't seen him. Good performance, Edson. Good on you. Good on you. We're always happy to see an old legend retain a spot. Not today, he said. Not today. Maybe some other time, he said, but not today. Good man, good man, good man. Uriah Hall. Kevin Holland. The active fighting machine. Derek Lewis? I didn't even recognize him for a second, bro. He looks so weird. Maybe it's because of the haircut. Caitlin Chukagian. Yeah, something has been going on with her Twitter lately. It's suspicious. If you know, then you know, Ariel, yeah? Oh man, I haven't had a Simon Stress in so long, bro, for real. I do have YouTube stress though, for sure. YouTube stress is a different, it's a, you know, it's a different animal, Ariel. It's a different animal. They're rolling a commercial. Forrest Griffin? So crazy that Forrest was like once a UFC champion. Dude, what is this commercial, dude? Fighting a zombie? We would all believe in anything if we make it out alive. Alright, no church in the sky. Pasadena, no. 3 people died making our glasses, Ariel. Actually, for your information, it was 6. So, you know, maybe your glasses, you know, had 3 people die for it, but mine had 6. So, you know, you and I are not the same, Ariel. Know this. So. Guys, hit the link that is pinned in the chat. Go to my Instagram and drop me a follow.
for the greatest content known to MMA ever. I would say that I was gonna follow you back, but I gotta remain cool with that one follow, so. I'm seeing consistency today. Question is, can you be trusted like the Instagram OG to be there, to be here next stream? You know, I'll be here like I always have, so. You know, doing it once is not enough, audio. You're 40 years of age. Heck, you know, what do you got a backpack for? You can't even read. Caitlin Chukagian. Let's see. Man. That was a good roast though, man. You can't even read, you're 40 years old. That's, I mean, with the backpack, that's, man, that was something else. There was a fight that broke out in the crowd. Guy's fighting the security guy. Crazy. That's crazy. I had one of those when I was in Dublin. I went to watch Bellator MMA in Dublin, and like within like the first 20 minutes, like we hear like people going crazy, but like it wasn't for the fight. I was like, oh, what's going on? So I look around, right, and I see like some like bottles flying, popcorn flying. This guy like kicking the other guy, and then like the security guy is like rushing forward, like you know what I mean? And then like he takes like this guy like by his head, and then like the other guy helps him, and then like he ties his arms around his back, and then like he walks him downstairs. I actually have it on my Instagram. Let me try and find it for you guys. It was a wild day, man. I was like, damn, bro. Like the Dublin, bro, is crazy, bro. Like I went like I touched down in Dublin, and like the first, I mean, okay, technically it was the second day because you know I went to the hotel, but like the first day that I was out, I was driving downtown, and like it was near like a shopping center, and I see like these like 2-3 kids like throwing bottles into a store, kicking the door, like you know like the sliding door, like they were kicking that. I was like, what's going on? It's like you know, you're like it's just like a 12-13-year-old guy, you know what I mean? He's just like starting like kicking down walls and stuff. So I was like, what the hell? So like, but anyway, we drive past it, and then we go to like a kebab shop, like you know, buddies of mine. We went down, we sat down, we ordered our food, and then like another kid comes in. I mean, he didn't come in first. He was at like the door, right? He was like peeking inside, and it was suspicious because if they wanted to come in, they would have like came in by now, right? But they weren't. So like they opened the door and then they closed it back down. And then like something happened. I think they were like kicking the door of the shop that we were in. They were like kicking the door, I think. And like something happened, like a little fight broke out. My like memory is a little bit blurred, but the owner of the shop, he goes out, he talks with like he was trying to talk with him, but then they kind of took off immediately. I was like, damn, bro. And then like we go to a fight, and then like another fight breaks out over there. I was like, man, this is crazy, man. Ireland was you know what I mean? It was very active. I'll say that. I'll put it that way. It was very active for no reason as well. Like, bro, just
These kids sometimes they don't have nothing better to do, man. So that's the guy that's getting carried away. Oh man. What do you think about Dana White saying Stipe's next title fight for after since June? Listen, guys, John Jones. First of all, the guy is trying to bulk up, right? He's not trying to go in there and fight immediately. Like, I mean, that's just the truth. You know what I mean? He wants too much money. He takes too much time to bulk up. It's just he's not ready yet. The reality is he's not ready yet. The money's not ready yet. It's just one of those things. Come to England, Keenan. You better believe. Come to England, Keenan. You better believe you come to a crowd in England that we have fighting for no reason sometimes. Man, those big cities, man, they're always like that. Always something bad going on for no reason as well. like you would assume there would be like a reason, you know what I mean? But like who in their right minds? I don't know, man. It just takes it takes a special person to like cause a ruckus for no reason. Like it takes a special person, like a few screws have to be loose in the head to be like that. You're not all there, you know what I mean? You have to be going in there a little bit. What do you think, Connor? What do you think how Connor knew what Penny Rafael Sancho's wife has? Mystic Mac can predict these things already. Yeah, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. Man, Chandler loses. Why, man? Why do you hope he loses? Why do you don't want the brother to win? Let the brother win. Boy. Good times, good times. All right, Chikagian versus Araujo. Who do you have in this fight, guys? Canelo versus Habib press conference. Who wins? Translators, man. The translators. Do you think Conor has no chance at all against Usman, as most people seem to think? Because that Burns fight at least made me believe Conor has a relatively good chance at getting an early SKO. He's very unlikely to win that fight. If there's anybody that can set up Usman for a knockout, it's probably Conor. But you have setting somebody up, you have connecting, and then you have the question of, are you going to put him out? And I don't think you can put him out. So if you can't put him out, then I don't think he's got much left to do.
Caitlin Chukagian. Chukagian. Usman's got a big head. Well, you know, guess he can absorb a lot of damage. All right, we're definitely not gonna watch this fight through. All right, guys, I'm gonna go off now. I'm gonna go and make some food, have some drinks, go outside a little bit, and then come back for the co-and main event. Because I'm not gonna watch another 3-round, decision fight, guys. All due respect, obviously. I'll see you guys at the post-fight Tony Ferguson recap and the post-fight Chandler Oliveira recap. Some roti. I am going to prepare some roti, some samosas, some chicken tikka masala, and all that good stuff, man. All right. See y'all later, man. Take care. SB, you have once again retained that title song. Respect to where it is due. And that's it, so I carry on. Alright, man.